To activate Xero Automated Superannuation, navigate to the Payroll drop-down menu and select Superannuation. There is a message on this screen that says set up automatic superannuation payments by completing the online registration form. When you hover over the blue online registration form and click on it, it will open up a registration form that you can complete. The first thing that you need to do is invite Xero support. To do this, we navigate back to our Xero, go to Settings, click on General Settings, and move to the Users tab. We can then click on the Invite Xero Support button. This gives Xero approval to enter your file, do what they need to do to hook up the automated super payments. Once they have done so, you can then come in here and remove them yourself. So once we have completed this, we can click the box to say that it has been done. The next task we need to do is to check that all super funds, and particularly SMSFs, have an ESA, an ABN and a bank account number. To do this, we go back to our settings and we go to payroll settings. Click on the superannuation tab. And we need to add a superannuation fund. Our superannuation funds can either be regulated super funds, such as our industry funds, or self-managed super funds. To set up a self-managed super funds, I can put in here the name of the fund. So let's say the Adrians Test Super Fund. We can enter an ABN and then an electronic service address alias. You can get this from the bank or financial institution that your bank for your SMS is associated with. It could be, it's text, and it could be anything which they advise you of. You then may enter an employer number. In the case of most SMSFs, it might just be the name of the employee. You then enter the BSB number, the account number, and the account name. There is a check within this that validates the ABN, so you do need to use something that is a valid ABN. For this purpose, being that we are in a test environment, I'm not going to add, I'm going to close and shut this down. We'll now try to add a regulated super fund. I can enter the super fund. It might be SunSuper. My SunSuper fund will come up. There's only one option. And I can put in an employer number if they were my preferred fund and I had an employer account with them, I could enter this here. This is not the employee's number, this is your employer number. Then I can click on add, and SunSuper would be added to this list of super funds. This can be done for every super fund that any of your employees may need. Once you're completed, go back to our Auto Super form and tick that we have completed the task of adding our superannuation funds, both self-managed and our regulated. The next thing we need to check is that the superannuation funds membership numbers are correct. To do this, we navigate to the Payroll tab to the Employees file. We then can review each employee. The superannuation details are found on the Employment tab, and we can add them in if they are missing. So Ellie Woods is with Sun Super, and her employee number is 123456. Okay. Now, if you do not know the exact employee number, please leave this field until you do. Don't add something and then come back later to edit, because if this is processed against a payroll, it's going to cause incorrect data to be added against your super file. Once you're finished, click on Save. Repeat this process for all employees until you're happy that all of the superannuation membership details are correct. Once that is completed, jump back to your super registration form and place a tick in the box. We then enter our ABN number and our company name, this will be validated by what we enter in the ABN. Being that we're in a test environment, we're just going to have to pretend that we can see it populating and trust that it does occur when you enter someone's correct ABN. The next thing we need to add is the banking details. Now, this account needs to be the account that you want the superannuation contributions to be deducted from. If that's the case, you click in the tick box to say that is correct, and you select the date that you want it to occur from. I usually recommend that this is from the start of a quarter or the first day of the period that you have not remitted your superannuation for. So assuming we remit on a monthly basis, let's assume that we want everything processed using Auto Super from the 1st of June 2016. We then are requested to put in an authoriser. This person needs to be someone that you trust implicitly. They need to be someone with approval to make payments. Because when someone produces a superannuation file, payment file, this person will receive a text message approval code, which they will then need to log into Xero and enter. So they will also need to be a Xero user. So in this case, I might be the user, and I can put in my email address and my mobile number. Once I'm done, I need to tick and acknowledge the box and read any of the financial services guides and product disclosure statements by clicking on the blue here and then click on submit. This will send the form to Xero, which will begin the setup. Once it's completed, the authoriser will receive notification that it has been completed, and we will be in a position to begin utilising this really quick and easy method of paying your superannuation and fulfilling the reporting requirements. I hope this video has been helpful. If you have any questions, please contact any of our team at Adrians Accountants.